What if you could build a retirement plan? Not based on index funds. Not dependent on real estate. And not tied to a 401k you barely understand. But on a single income producing ETF that sends you monthly payouts, and can work even in a sideways market? That's exactly what some investors are now doing with PLTY, a new ETF from YieldMax that's flying under the radar in 2025. While most people are still chasing S&P 500 returns, a small group is using PLTY to quietly build cash flow that could fully support their retirement years ahead of schedule. If you've never heard of PLTY or you're wondering whether it's just another risky bet, this video will change the way you think about income, retirement, and financial independence. Let's break down what PLTY is, how it works, how much income it can actually produce, and how you can use it to start planning for real retirement on your own terms. Let's dive in. Part 1. What is PLTY? PLTY is one of the newer additions to the YieldMax ETF family, a lineup of high-yield option-enhanced ETFs that aim to. But here's what makes PLTY different. It's built on Palantir Technologies, PLTR, one of the most heavily watched stocks in the data and AI space. So, with PLTY, you get exposure to one of the most future-facing tech giants, and a cash flow engine that pays you every 30 days. High-tech exposure, income-focused strategy, no options trading required. You don't need to time Palantir's stock, you don't even need to buy Palantir directly. You just buy PLTY, hold it. Part 2. Why PLTY is a quiet retirement weapon. Why are early retirees looking at PLTY? 1. Monthly cash flow. Without selling shares, traditional retirement means living off the 4% rule. Instead of selling shares, you get monthly option premiums paid out as cash, often at 20 to 40% annualized yield. 2. Simplicity and speed. You don't need a real estate empire. You don't need to day trade. Just hold PLTY in a brokerage or retirement account, and let the strategy do the work. 3. AI and data sector exposure. Palantir isn't just another tech company. They're embedded in government contracts, data security, and AI growth, which makes PLTR, and by proxy PLTY, a powerful long-term bet. So PLTY gives you cash flow today, and exposure to tech upside tomorrow. Part 3. How PLTY generates income. PLTY uses a synthetic covered call approach on PLTR stock. Meaning, it simulates holding PLTR, it writes short call options, it collects option premiums, and it pays those premiums to PLTY holders as monthly income. You don't do any of that yourself. The ETF manager does it all. You just hold PLTY and collect cash. That's the entire model, and it's working beautifully in 2025. Part 4. How much can PLTY actually pay you? Let's run real numbers. Say you invest $10,000 into PLTY. If the annualized yield is 30%, which it has averaged in early 2025, that's $3,000 per year or $250 per month. Now imagine scaling that investment. Annual income, monthly income, $25,000, $7,500, $625, $50,000, $15,000, $1,250. $100,000, $30,000, $2,500, $250,000, $75,000, $6,250. That's retirement level income without touching your capital. And that's the power of PLTY. Part 5. A realistic retirement strategy using PLTY. Let's map out a path to retire early using PLTY. Step 1. Choose your freedom number. How much do you need each month to retire? Let's say it's $3,000 per month. Step 2. Reverse engineer your target. At a 30% yield, you'd need $3,000 times 12 equals $36,000 per year. $36,000 divided by 0.30 equals $120,000 in PLTY. That's less than what most people aim to save in a traditional 401k over 30 years. With smart contributions and dollar cost averaging, it's doable in 3 to 5 years. Step 3. Invest consistently. Start small, $500 per month, scale up as your income grows. Step 4. Use a tax-advantaged account, optional. If you want to reduce taxes on your PLTY income, use a Roth IRA, ideal, tax-free withdrawals, or traditional IRA, 401k if you prefer deferral. Even a solo 401k if you're self-employed. Step 5. Rebalance and AMP. Diversify, pair PLTY with JEPI, lower yield higher stability, QYLD, Nasdaq-based income, TSLY, Tesla-based, higher risk, BTI, total market for growth. This turns your portfolio into a cash flow machine with built-in stability. Part 6. Risks and what to watch out for. Let's be real, no strategy is perfect. So what are PLTY's potential downsides? NAV decay. Like other high-yield ETFs, PLTY's price can decline over time. The income offsets this, but it's something to monitor. Volatility in PLTR. If Palantir's stock tanks, PLTY will likely dip, to especially short term. That's why PLTY should be a part of your income plan, not your whole portfolio. Taxable distributions. Outside retirement accounts, you'll owe taxes on those monthly payouts. Talk to a CPA or use tax-advantaged vehicles if possible. Part 7. Who should use PLTY? PLTY is ideal for people near retirement, digital nomads, or FIRE movement followers, cash flow first investors, creators or freelancers looking for baseline income, anyone tired of low-yield savings or chasing rent checks. Part 8. Your 90-day action plan. Want to start building your PLTY income ladder today? Here's a simple plan. Open a brokerage account that supports PLTY. Fund it with whatever you can. Week 2. Buy your first shares. Turn on dividend reinvestment, DRIP. Track your monthly payouts. Week 3 to 12. Invest regularly. Start tracking income as it arrives. Holding a cash-producing asset, seeing monthly returns. Part 9. The silent income strategy most people miss. If you told the average investor that you could generate $6,000 plus per month from a single ETF holding, they'd laugh or call it too risky. But the ones who've studied the YieldMax model and see what PLTY is doing with PLTR know the truth. This isn't a gimmick, it's a system, a cash flow engine that pays you monthly. Requires no management scales with your contributions. And gives you a path to income-based retirement. Without trading hours. Without betting on the next Dogecoin, just one ticker. If you found this helpful, tap like so the YouTube algorithm pushes it to more freedom seekers. Subscribe for more passive income breakdowns. Comment PLTY if you're starting your dividend ladder this year. Because the truth is, most people will sleep on PLTY until it's too late. You don't have to start now. Build monthly income.